Hi children, I hope you are safe at home. Today we are going to learn one of the famous and very interesting poem written by Mehraj Scholar or Will the Dreamer Wake. In this poem, the poet speaks about the extinction of all the animals, birds and insects on this earth. Or will the dreamer wake? Here, the poet speaks about all the forested mountains, animals, birds, and insects. According to the poem, so the first line, out in the east, the jungle listens. Once again, out in the east, the jungle listens. Here, what does the jungle listen? The jungle listens. The tigress plaintive growls in pain. When the tiger, when the tigress is making very deep and sad sound, or sad cry, the, all the trees are listening. And why does the tigress make very deep and sad sound? Because because of the degradation of the environment, or because of the disappearance of forested mountains and trees. And if we keep on cutting down the trees, what happens? After some time, there won't be any trees for the animals and birds to live happily. Not only that, so in order to build our homes and so on, and to bring the land under the cultivation, man is cutting down the forest and utilizing the land for agriculture. So there won't be sufficient place for the animals to live. And here, the tigress is making very deep and sad sound. And who listens the sad cry or sad sound of the tigress? The trees. Here, the great trees here had breathing, shaking, inside had still the new life. Wait, here, the great trees are listening, listening the deep and sad sound made by the tigress. Here, the tigress is breathing heavily, shaking. Why? Because the tigress is having cuts. Inside her still, the new life's weight. Here, the tigress is going to give birth to the new cubs. And these cubs could be the last ones ever to freely live and roam and mate. So, if the forest slowly disappear, there won't be place for the animals to live or to take shelter. So here, the main intention of the tigress to make deep cry or sad sound is, it is going to give birth to the young ones. And if all the forest cover disappears slowly, there won't be home or abode for all the animals, particularly for, for her cubs to live and roam and mate. And these cubs could be the last ones ever to freely live and roam and mate. And a grandchild knows that tiger never. So here, now we know the tigress and we know all the animals. But if all the animals and birds disappear from the earth, the future generation will not know what is meant by a tiger or how a tiger will look like. So the grandchild, here grandchild means who? The future generation. The future generation do not know how a tiger looks like. A grandchild knows that tiger never, or will the dreamer wake. Here, at the end of every stanza, the poet gives us the question, or will the dreamer wake? Here, dreamer means who? We. Or will dreamer wake means the dreamer here. Do we realize the disappearance of all the animals? Here, the poet gives us a direct question to realize that mistake and then to protect the environment so that all the animals and birds will live happily as we are living happily. It is our responsibility to safeguard the life of the animals and birds. That's why the poet gives a question, or will the dreamer wake? Or did the man realize? Or did the man awake to safeguard the, all the animals and birds? Now let us see the stanza once again. Out in the east, the jungle listens. The tigress plaintive growls in pain. The great trees here had breathing, shaking. Inside her still, the new lives wait. These cubs would be the last ones ever to freely live and roam and mate. A grandchild knows the tiger never, or will the dreamer wake. Here, once again, once again, read the stanzas. Out in the east, the jungle listens. Here in the east, the jungle listens. What does the jungle listen? The tigress plaintive growls in pain. The tigress listen to the deep and sad sound, sad cry made by the tigress. Again, not only that, the tigress is breathing heavily because it is bearing so much of pain. Not only that, it is going to give birth to the young ones. Inside her still, the new lives wait. The tigress is going to give birth to the young ones. And these cubs could be the last ones ever. And these new cubs could be the last ones to live on the earth, to freely live and roam and mate. A grandchild knows the tiger never, or will the dreamer wake. And and here the tigress knew that she's going to now die. So, and these cubs could be the last ones ever to freely roam and mate because environment is degrading, forests are disappearing. So, not only that, the man is hunting the animals. So, this is the main thing. So, man keeps on hunting the animals for his greed. So, these cubs could be the last ones ever to freely live and roam and mate on the earth. And if this continues, the future generation do not know what is meant by a tiger, or will the dreamer wake. And if we don't realize, or if we don't wake up and save the all animals and trees, the future generation do not know what is meant by a tiger. Then, far in the north, the white bear snuffle, and down in her lay the gleaming snow. She waits for all the life she is making, inside, outside, the crashing. These cubs could be the last ones ever to freely live and roam and mate. Grandchild knows the white bear never, or will the dreamer wake. Yeah. Now, let us see now. Far in the north, the white bear snuffles. Down in her lay the gleaming snow. She waits for all the life she's making. Outside the crashing glaciers grow. These cubs could be the last ones ever to freely live and roam and mate. Grandchild knows the tiger, knows the white bear never, or will the dreamer wake. Here in the northern pole, all the white bear live. All polar bears. We know all polar bear lives in the polar region, where where the region is fully covered with ice and snow. And because of the global warming, even the all the ice is melting. Down here lay the gleaming snow. And because of the global warming and so on, all the glaciers are breaking into pieces. So now there is no ice or snow for the animals to live or to take shelter. And she waits for all the life she's making. Here, the polar bear also is waiting to give birth to the young ones. Outside, the crashing glaciers grow. So because of the global warming, all the glaciers are crashing, breaking down into pieces. And not only that, the bear also is going to give birth to the young ones. And these cubs could be the last ones ever to freely live and roam and mate. And our grandchild knows the white bear never, or will the dreamer wake? And all the white bear disappear. But if all the glaciers break into pieces, then future generations do not know what is meant by glaciers or what is meant by polar bear. All these things will not be made known by the future generation. So now it is our time to take step to protect the environment, to reduce the global warming, so that all the animals and birds which are in the list of extinction will live for few more years. Far in the north, the white bears snuffle. Down near lake, the glaciers grow. Snow. She waits for all the life she's making. Outside, the crashing glaciers grow. These cubs could be the last cubs ever to freely live and roam and mate. The grandchild knows the white bear never, or will the dreamer wake? Now, there in the west, the song thrush warble. There in the west, the song thrush warble. She weaves her nest to hold her clutch. Here, she, she weaves her nest to hold her clutch. See here, the small bird is weaving the nest. For what? To lay eggs. Then, she weaves her nest to hold her clutch. A long way now to find a partner. The bird is waiting for a long time to find a partner so that it can meet the partner and lay eggs in the nest. The eggs are laid, they are not much. Here, see, when the bird makes a nest, it lays eggs, very few, only 2 or 3 eggs it lays, but not much. And then the bird hatches the eggs. And these chicks could be the last ones ever to fly freely and live. And these chicks could be the last ones ever, last ones to fly and sing and mate. See the beautiful small birds here in the picture. And grandchild knows the song thrush never, but future generation do not know the singing bird. Or will the dreamer wake? Now let us go in detail. There in the west, song thrush warble. Where there in the west, there is a bird, singing bird, a song thrush warble. Here what does the bird do? She weaves her nest to hold her clutch. The bird is weaving nest to lay eggs and to hatch the chicks. And then, so it is waiting to find a partner. A long wait now to find a partner. The bird is waiting for a long time to find a partner. And finally, the bird finds a partner and lays eggs. The eggs are laid. They are not much. These chicks could be the last ones ever last ones to fly and sing and make, because even these last ones, even the birds also are in the list of extinction because of global warming and all the cell towers and so on, because of high frequency, all the birds are also are dying. So the last one to fly and sing and mate. Grandchild knows the song thrush never. A future generation do not know what is meant by a song thrush or singing bird, or will dreamer wake. Or here, at the end of every stanza, the poet poses a question, or will the dreamer wake? Did the man realize, or did the man awake, realize the mistake, and come forward to save the future generation, or the generation of all the animals and birds? Then, deep in the ocean, south the whale, deep in the ocean south, the whale swims. Deep in ocean south, the whale swims. A song of birthing fills the seas. A song of birthing fills the seas. Thousands of creatures wait the moment. Thousands of creatures wait the moment. The solemn birth that they will see. The solemn birth that they will see. This child could sing the final whale song. This child could sing the final whale song. The last ones to make the oceans shake. The last ones to make the oceans shake. Grandchild never hears its mystery. Grandchild never hears its mystery. Or will the dreamer wake? Now let us see detail. Deep in the ocean, south the whale swims. A song of birthing fills the seas. Thousands of creatures wait the moment, the solemn birth that they will see. This child could sing the final whale song, the last one to make the oceans shake. Grandchild never hears its mystery, or will dreamer wake. Here, deep in the ocean, south the whale swims. We know whales are the biggest creatures in the water or in the oceans. So because of the pollution, water pollution and so on, even the aquatic creatures also are disappearing. And man is hunting all the animals, and not only that, including the sharks and whales, to meet the needs and necessities because of the pollution and so on. All the aquatic creatures also are dying. So, the deep in the ocean, south the whale swims. A song of birthing fills the seas. Here, the whale also is waiting to give birth to the cubs or to the young ones. A song of birthing fills the sea. Thousands of creatures wait the moment when the whale when the whale is going to give birth. Thousands of other creatures are watching the wonder. So here, who are the thousands of other creatures, all aquatic creatures like different types of food, all the fish and so on, fish and other creatures, witness the birth of the young ones. This is the solemn birth that they will see. It's very special, a solemn, a holy birth that is witnessed by all the some thousands of other aquatic creatures. And this child last ones to make the ocean safe. So, and this whale is the last ones to shake the oceans, last one to freely swim in the ocean and then shake the waters. So, a grandchild never hears the mystery. It's a great mystery. What is the mystery? All big creatures creatures and living in the water is a mystery. So the future generation do not know how the other big creatures live in the water or make life or shake the waters. So it is a great mystery to the future generation. And if we don't realize our mistake to reduce the pollution or to stop the pollution in the water and save the aquatic creature, the grandchild lover know what is meant by away. And they can only see in the pictures and movies or in the documentary movies, but not really in the water. Then, here in the center, four directions gather. The path ahead leads up or down. Is this our waving as we draw? This could be the last one moment, knowing the truth or choices make. Grandchild asks, that was the moment, and did the dreamer wake? See, here in the center, four directions gather. The path ahead leads up or down. Is, is this our last bright new world birthing? Is this our waving as we drown? This could be the last true moment, knowing the truth our choices make. A grandchild asks, that was the moment, and did the dreamer wake? Here, in the center, what is the center? Here, the centers mean past, present, and future. So in the past, all the animals and birds live happily. But now, all the animals and birds are in the list of extinction. They are facing danger or threat only because of the human beings. And there won't be future for the animals. Here in the center, the four directions gather. The path ahead leads up or down. Is this our last bright new world birthing? Is this our waving as we drown? Suppose if you go down into the suppose if you jump into the water and you do not know swimming, then you will go down. Then in order to save yourself, what we do? So you raise your hand so that other people will see you drowning. So by seeing your hand, so they come and save you. So now is this our waving as we drown? So now this is an alarm to save the environment. So now let us protect all the animals and birds which are in the list of extinction. So this could be the last true moment. So this is the real moment or real time to save all the generation, all the animals and birds. Knowing the truth. Yeah, what is the knowing the truth? The truth is that all the animals and birds are in the list of extinction. There won't be future for the other animals and birds. So then take a right decision to protect the environment, to save the animals and birds. Knowing the truth, our choices make. A grandchild asks, that was the moment. So now, if we don't step or if we don't realize our mistake and protect the environment, and then the future generation will ask us, that was the moment when all the animals are existing. Then did you realize the mistake and did you awake? Understand? So now, did you awake to save the environment or save the animals, or what step did you take to protect all the creature? So this is the direct question the future generation will ask us. What is that? That was the moment, and did the dreamer wake? Children, so now let's see the glossary. Dreamer, one who spends a lot of time thinking about and planning for things. Dreamer, one who spends a lot of time thinking about and planning for things. Plaintive, sad sound or sad song. Growl, make a low noise. Growl, make a low noise. Roam, wander. Roam, wander. Mate, make friends. Make Mate, make friends. Grandchild, the future generation. Grandchild, the future generation. Wake, arise, snuffle, breathe noisily. Snuffle, breathe noisily. Gleaming, shining softly. Gleaming, shining softly. Thrush warble, small bird. Thrush warble, small bird. Weave, make something like nest. Weave, make something. Clutch, young ones. Clutch, young ones. Warble, sing pleasantly. Warble, sing pleasantly. Birthing, process of giving birth. Birthing, process of giving birth. Solemn, cheerful or very serious. Solemn, cheerful or very serious. Center, the center of the time, past, present and future. True moment, the right moment. True moment, the right moment.